we have XRP. Quickly going to recap what's really going on. We have returned to an area of support, far closer to it than when we previously saw XRP, and we were not eager to be jumping in at those levels, though we seem to be at a more bullish point than before, comparatively. After this, we will swap over to CoinMarketCap to take a look at the whole market overall. What's trending? What's what were the gainers? What are the losers? What's happening during this slappening? And then I'm going to leave you with an article about bull traps. What is a bull trap? How to prepare for it, what to do during one, will we be experiencing one? These are all things to consider once we do see some signs of a bottom forming. If any sort of mystical, magical, dramatic upside that occurs here for us in the short term, perhaps be careful in terms of the sort of continued downtrend in play. Any sort of pumps that we may see during this range of sideways we've been foreshadowing is going to likely be shorting opportunities for the sort of continued solidification of the bottom forming, though. But anyway, we're looking at XRP. You already know. Bearish Robos back in April have saved us from, at this point, 59.5% in downside. And we are patiently waiting for the return of bullish parameters here. 50% of your XRP investment, whatever that may be, $1 million, can be invested when 2 of our chosen 3 Robos return to a bullish state. Referring back to price action between now and the beginning of 2021, bullish confirmations from our robo advisors, Buy4, Moon, and Super Robos have presented at least 18% in upside, up to 242% in upside. Other than one instance throughout February of this year, we have been able to experience at least 18% in upside from bullish robo advisors. Bearish Robos, as you can see, have saved us from over 40% in downside pretty much every time. Support forming near 30 cents is nice to see. Last time we saw XRP, we were near 36 cents, attempting to free ourselves from this dashed downtrend line here. Daily candles opening and closing above it was nice to see, though that was not a bullish enough confirmation for me to suggest jumping in at that price. I was looking for price action returning to any sort of support levels down below. 30 cents is still looking quite nice, though the strongest level you can more comfortably consider investing your 20% support-based investment ratio will be 25 cents down below. And that remaining 30% can be invested when we are free from this solid descending trend line that is going to encompass a much larger overall downtrend in play that may be plaguing us for the foreseeable weeks to perhaps months here, it would appear. So we always go with the flow, and we watch out for Robo in terms of any sort of upward price action. If we do free ourselves from this dashed descending trend line in the short term here, support found near 30 cents could allow us to make our way up toward resistance overhead near 46 cents. That will be there to give us a hard time if we are to experience any sort of upward price action. But always allow for the confirmations no matter the situation. Trade more tactically with a strategy. Let me know down below your thoughts on XRP. What's really going on? Bitcoin, as you can see, trading with less than a $400 billion market cap, only $367 billion only, right? I say only because it seems like only a few months ago, Bitcoin was worth by itself almost $3 trillion. So where did all the money go? Ethereum, reducing in market cap as well. Price action trending downward, though, in the green today. Tether, stablecoin, obviously a little bit of a situation unfolding with Tether. I don't know if you recall, the market cap for Tether at one point was near like 80 billion, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see it's only around 66 billion. Also, many institutions are attempting to, short Tether. They've got a bearish stance on it because of perhaps this bit of price action here. It would appear Tether dropped to 0.9968 of its, stablecoin value, and it has not been able to return to its 0.999 plus that it kind of needs here to be considered a stablecoin, in my opinion. So right now, this is a rather pivotal moment in crypto. A lot of entities rely on Tether. We do not want a situation like Terra Luna to occur again, so stablecoins are going to be under some heat moving forward. And I would very much keep an eye on Tether price action here. If we, start to print lower highs and lower lows, that would perhaps, consider, more downside for Tether moving forward, which could be rather dramatic for the whole crypto sphere overall. But we go with the flow of crypto. Many projects, it would appear here, experiencing between 1 to 3% in upside today. Support is forming, consolidation occurring, accumulation is still in play, though watch out for false hope. A bull trap may present itself in a short-lived upward price movement. Some trending coins here, it would appear. We're not going to talk about Terra. We have Shiba Inu still trending sideways. It would appear in the red overall, though trying to find support. We are near support level that I have visualized, and bullish robos are in play, so hopefully we can see some upside for it, get some Shiba Inu holders in the green. But for the most part, price action does seem to be on the brink of an impulse move. Sideways and consolidation has been plaguing us for the kind of most recent days to a couple weeks here. A dramatic move upward or downward is right around the corner. We're looking at Bitcoin price action continuing to trade sideways. We are looking for support off of key level 18,860. The early bird in play a few days ago is nice to see. Technically, it is still valid at the moment. So if we see a second bullish robo advisor come into play here, we can use this early bird to our advantage and perhaps consider that 50% EngineeringRobo based investment ratio with anticipation of some short-term upside here toward overhead resistance waiting for us. We do anticipate continued interaction with almost all of these levels over the following several months moving forward as we fully solidify the bottom. So we can invest 20% at support once that has been further solidified, still determining which support level is the final and true bottom of this correction, where we will begin to reverse, still is to be determined. 30% can be invested when we are free from this downtrend in play. The solid downtrend line is overhead. Right now, we are finding ourselves beneath the 2018 all-time highs set when we interacted up in the FOMO zone there. At the moment, accumulate here during times of extreme fear. 45% in downside has come to fruition relative to the two previous fear zone interactions. Over a month of sideways is forecasted based on this sort of 2018-2019 fear zone interaction where we traded sideways for roughly 6 months. But also why we do consider a potential $10,700 Bitcoin to present itself before we return to current all-time highs, and then the FOMO zone afterward, is because previous all-time highs met back in 2017 did cause an 84% correction to occur into the fear zone before we were able to fully bottom and return to that all-time high, which we eventually broke, peaked at 69, and here we are now. But at the moment, we will have to just see how we interact with this key level here visualized. 19,700 is going to be a sort of like a psychological level we will have to get back above and interact with as support for us to become more confident at a bottom forming at current levels. At the moment, with that resistance overhead, that $10,000 Bitcoin presenting itself before we get back to 69, nice, is becoming more and more not impossible. And I'm going to leave you with what is a bull trap and how to identify it. So if we do begin to rally upward, say we find support and we get back above some of these key levels, I do believe you can watch out for what is called a bull trap in trading. A bull trap is a situation where a trader buys an asset believing its price will continue to rise only to see it fall sharply after reaching a new high. So as a technical trader, obviously, buy at support, sell at resistance. And so if you're accumulating here during times of extreme fear, while we are far closer to support, you may be able to capitalize on any short-term moves upward that may play out. Though, with some of these sort of characteristics in mind, I would not anticipate the uptrend continuing from that point. I do believe a sort of much broader downtrend is in play, but we can capitalize on this volatility if you know what to look for. So you can find this article in the description. You can look at perhaps the formation of a range that we will be trading within. Usually a suspiciously huge bullish candlestick will cause this range that will bring us to a level of resistance that we will be retesting. Watch out for resistance and a lack of a trend break. So while we may, pump violently upward from support, significant resistance is overhead and a much larger downtrend is in play. And if you also consider the lack of volume with that pump moving forward, there is not enough traders supporting that upward price action. So the odds of it continuing to rise are far fewer. But these are all things to consider as we go with the flow of crypto and we watch out for Robo. But let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Let me know down in the comment section anything you'd like to see in the next video, and tune in for the next one.